Where does your positioning have to be in your stance so that you've got full access to everything over here? Butterfly. Okay, how far are you reaching your glove, your blocker, to get to the top corners? Right. This is now a shot from the dot. See how much smaller the net is and how your positioning does more and more of the work for you. You only have to reach and get to that string on either side. The perfect shot would be where that string is. Junction and in, bar down. Not totally unreasonable for you to reach it from here, right? Hand out to the glove, blocker safe, and you've got that perfect shot. You may just have to like lean over one way, you've got that top corner on either side. You'll see how the short side string is actually taller than the far side string. It's a little bit higher up, like that. So that's the challenge with the short or the sharp angle shots, is filling up that inside post, which if you're gonna choose to reverse here, you may have to stick your head in front of that shot. Then we move to the dot, which is right here. Okay, so you can afford to back off a little bit and retreat, especially because you still fill this box very well. And now your backside to the blocker is a little bit more exposed. So just get a feel of how wide the net actually is here. Your overlap does not have to be aggressive whatsoever. It's about the width of one of your pads here. As long as you're square, you just existing, you could be in a tracksuit here and you're gonna fill up this box pretty nicely. Back up so you're about mid-crease. Okay, you're a long, lanky guy, so you've got the reach to do it, but just look at how far you're moving. If it's a perfect shot that comes from here, if I hide the release at all, any kind of deception, so you're late reacting, it's a fairly big movement and precise movement to get to that inside bar. You'll see that this forms a triangle, and if you're back where that triangle is wide, that just means that you've got more distance to cover to reach those posts. But if you're further up ahead in the triangle, then you take up more of that space, right? You fill up more of the triangle. So two ways that can happen. One is you increase your positioning, you increase your depth, so you're up a little bit further off, like up in the white paint. The other way would be butterfly, knees top of the crease. Okay, so right now just observe how wide you are, or how wide that triangle is where you are. Now, if you hold your ground, but you let the shooter walk in closer and closer and closer, look to see what happens to the triangle. You end up in a tighter part of that triangle, right? That's part of the key of being patient, is let that shooter close out, get a little bit closer to you, so that you just naturally, by way of geometry, end up in a tighter part of that shooting frame.